Hi everybody, welcome back. Thanks for watching. Today we're going to talk a little bit about Messa di Voce, which is a fancy Italian term basically dealing with dynamics. So mixing the different registers, mixing the voice. A lot of you have wondered about how to sing louder or softer and how to start working that into your voice. As you know, I'm a big believer in experimenting with that in the middle part of your voice so you don't overcomplicate things before you know what you're doing in the high or low range and cause bad habits or add tension. All right, this exercise is incredibly simple. Again, it's a simple exchange of one vowel into different dynamic levels. So it sounds like this. You go, that's all it is. Just moving from quiet to loud to quiet. It's incredibly difficult though. You'll work on this for the next 30 or 40 years of your life. I kid you not. Okay, it's a staple. It's something I do almost on a daily basis, and there's always something to finesse, to fine-tune with this exercise. So, what are we doing? What are the components? Okay, number one, it's got to be legato. You have to have a smooth exchange. If it's stepwise or really pushed or forced or choppy, you're bringing tension into the sound. It's not going to be balanced, it's not going to be beautiful, and it's going to really prevent you from finding ease in the upper and lower parts of your register especially, but also with things like agility, fast moving notes. Okay, so what can we do to try to make this happen a little more smoothly or efficiently and find different levels of dynamics that are available to us? Number one is core in the tone. What do I mean by that? Well, by that I mean no extra air. Okay, I can under support or over support. Both of those though, they're breathy. They have extra breath in the tone. Those are not going to be beneficial ways to sing. That's going to bring a lot of tension and make your job much harder. It'll decrease your stamina, it'll decrease your ability to move high and low easily. And you won't be able to sing phrases that are very long because you'll be wasting a ton of air. You've got an air leak in your vowel, okay? So how do we find core in the tone? Well, your spoken voice is usually a really good way to do that. Most of us have core in our speaking voices. So say for me, E. We're going to pitch it about at that A major. E. 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 If you can mimic that sensation in that sound, there's a good chance you'll be pretty close to encore with the voice, okay? Or singing with a core-filled tone. Now as you exchange into the quiet, or from the quiet to the loud and then back to the quiet, air pressure is a huge factor. So as you increase the air pressure when you get louder, you also have to make sure that you're moving the other components that are involved. So, my jaw has to move. Why? Well, as I go to my high notes and my quiet notes, those chords are going to elongate. They become thinner and they stretch farther apart. The muscles that control the high and the quiet notes, it's the same muscle group that's dominant. Those are the cricothyroids. Down on the low part of the range, the thyroarytenoid muscles control the low and the loud notes. Crazy, right? So you can practice singing high notes in the middle part of your voice, which is kind of fantastic. And then you don't have to worry so much about the high part in and of itself until you've figured out some of those intricacies in the exchange in the middle part of your voice. All right, so you've got to let that jaw open slightly because as you go up in the chord stretch, it needs to get out of the way. When you go back down to the low notes, it's got to close slightly or just stay relaxed in order to get out of the way. Those are our basic components. Just try a few of these with me, okay? Here we go. Okay, and that is the shape of the Messa di Voce. Now there's a whole lot more there to unpack, but that's the general shape of the exercise and the main components. Try that out in the practice room and tell me what you find out. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.